How does one officially become a Wichita Wolf? This is a good question, man.
Why did you choose Wichita as your city? Where do we keep the trophies?
Bro, you went the wrong way.
Okay.
Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Scrimsy, joined by Pap and my man Devin, or Sparks as we know him. Appreciate y'all coming for the video. We're gonna do a Q&A. All right, we got a lot of questions that people always ask all the time. How do we join? Yada, yada, yada. We're gonna answer all those for you today. So we posted a tweet out this morning just asking for you guys to submit your questions. Let's get right into it, all right?
Let's get it.
All right, first one comes from Fiercest TV. He says, what is the history and backstory of the Wichita Wolves? Some of the newer fans nowadays may not know this. So, kind of like our origin story is I used to compete back in the day, didn't like a lot of the organizations that I competed for, so I created my own. And when I moved to Wichita, I wanted to start a city-based team because there wasn't one in Wichita. And so originally we were the Wichita Tomahawks back in the day. The OGs remember. And now we're the Wichita Wolves. So now we compete in Rainbow Six Siege and a bunch of other esports. He said,
I howled.
oh my God, bro.
Okay, tofu_R6, pretty sure works or owns SFCL. How did you guys build yourselves to be a top tier organization? Honestly, just treating your players and staff correctly goes a long way. And I think this has helped us become what we are today in just a year. So just treat your players as well as you can. If it doesn't end up working out and they end up leaving your team, then they'll be supporters. So
I think a lot of it too is just like treating ourselves like a professional organization. Like we don't just meme on Twitter and all that jazz, you know what I mean? Like we actually act like a pro org, and so a lot of people want to be a part of that.
Since the beginning, until now, because now we signed 8, but before that, we would refer to ourselves as amateur competing but professional structure.
Yep.
Well, we competed in amateur leagues. From the inside out, we'd be a professionally structured org.
This is from Dog Pound Inc. What other games would you guys like to expand into? Me personally, you know, I'm a sports guy. I love my sports games. I definitely like, you know, the professional 2K side of things. You know, if that happens to happen in the future, then you know I'm all for it. I know they're all for it because that's how me and Sparks met. So.
And we get to play on ESPN too.
Yeah,
that shit's hard, bro.
Big stage.
Oh my God. So Kyle, or I Am Rated PC, asks, how does one officially become a Wichita Wolf? This is a good question, man. I don't think we've ever actually like answered this or made it super clear because we kind of want it to be not easy to be a Wichita Wolf. But at our beginning, we used to just if there was a roster that needed a team and they were available and we needed a team for that game, we'd pick them up. Nowadays, especially because we're city-based, everyone wants to be a part of the Wichita Wolves as a player. Everyone wants to compete. Unfortunately, it's just not realistic for that to happen. Later down, like in the future, we want to have like leagues and stuff that people can play in, and with their own friend groups, compete locally. That's something we want to do. But we have so many people that always ask like, how do I play Fortnite for you guys? Or hey, I play Warzone when I get home from work. Like, can I play Warzone for you guys? Our goal, and this is for pretty much anybody, more so Wichitans that don't know about us or like what esports are. Our goal is to be the first professional team in Wichita's history, and we can't do that by just accepting everyone and become play for us. We have to be very selective and try and get the best talent possible. And this is an example I use all the time. Kobe Bryant wasn't from LA, right? So we're going to try and find the best talent all over the nation, really, to represent our city the best way possible. So to answer your question, how does one become a Wichita Wolf? If you are competing almost full time and you have a solid brand online in the esport that you're a part of, and we have a roster spot available, we'll have a meeting with you. Or, if it's something like Fortnite and you have a lot of winnings and you're taking this seriously, we'll have a meeting with you. But if you're just playing when you get home from school and you don't have a lot of earnings or you don't play a whole lot, it's really hard for us to advertise and market that. And it's very important for us to be very marketable to sponsors and attractive to sponsors. It's hard to do that when you have 500 people playing for you. So that's the short answer. I would say that in the future, More so, especially for like content creators, like recruitment challenges and stuff, we're going to do a lot. And that might be a little bit more realistic for anybody and everybody to join, is if you're making content and do that really consistently and high quality. You know, if we have a recruitment challenge and get selected, it's game over. So, yep.
Literal Larry asked, do you love Literal Larry?
Dang.
I would say, I think I speak for everyone in the Wichita Wolves. We literally love Literal Larry.
Come on, Larry. Come on, man. That's a dumb question, bro.
Thank you for the support. We appreciate you.
You beast. What is the biggest lesson you've learned since creating the org? Wow. Okay, so from the top down, the biggest lesson that I've learned is make educated and strong financial decisions. If you're thinking about starting your own organization, or you're in a position where you can spend money in esports for a roster, the first thing that I'm going to tell you, and you know, God bless everybody, man. Everybody's going to try and get their bag, right? But everybody who competes in esports at a somewhat decent level is going to want a salary. And even staff members or content creators, everyone wants a salary. And so that's why I think the turnover in the esports industry is so high, is because someone has 4 or 5 hours of free time after school or work, and they put in a little bit of effort on a Twitter account, and they have this, you know, resume that kind of reflects that, and then all of a sudden they want $1,300 a month. For amateur esports, and a huge roadblock that we ran into is, at the beginning anyway, was, well, I don't know if I can dedicate that amount of time to your organization, whether that's a player, content creator, or staff, without getting paid. And we simply overcame that by creating a brand that people would want to be a part of for free. And it's a growing process together. And more so, you know, kind of like the tweets have been saying, like, we're like a family. Like, it doesn't even feel like we're working half the time. Like, we're just having fun, like making esports our dream. But that's been like the biggest lesson I've learned. And for anybody else, if you're thinking about creating an organization, everybody and their mother is going to ask for money almost. And look at a lot of analytical data as far as like their outreach, impressions on social media, what they can bring to you in that perspective. If they're a player, you know, how long they've been doing it, how consistent they are, how good are they, and at what level are they playing at. Because for us, like, we just got into CL, and the only team that we thought, you know, was worth that amount of money they were asking was 8, because of their future and what they're supposed to be doing. So we wrote a check, and you know, they're home now. So that's my biggest lesson. Watch how you spend money.
All right, this is from Capital R6S. Why did you choose Wichita as your city? Why not? Wichita is a great place. You know, you look at Wichita State, they have a great fan base. People can come together and, you know, celebrate something. You know, why not have them celebrate the best esports team?
You're also from Wichita.
Yeah.
So it helps.
We grew up here.
Yeah.
It's home. So, and before we were here, bro, there was like an esports presence, you know? And now, especially just for a team, rather, you know, now we're like the official team for the city. Bless up, B-Whip, Brandon Football. We appreciate you for that.
Dog, B-Whip.
For real. And I mean, this is home. We didn't want to do it anywhere else because, quite frankly, like, we just want to help Wichita. And I said in my city speech, like, one of our major goals is just to help keep the youth here. Because I know, like, before we started the Wolves, like, even like our group, we were like, I'm gonna be moving to Wichita. You know, like, I'm gonna be going doing something else somewhere else. And we don't want that to happen. We want people to want to stay here. So if we can create like esports entertainment, esports content, or just a lifestyle that people want to be involved in esports here in Wichita, that's our goal. So. All right, Twisted, what up, Twiz? Asks, will there be another boot camp? Soon TM, maybe.
I would love that.
Bro, can you imagine Forrest sitting right here, bro?
Mayo said no one else can sit here.
Yeah, Mayo can't. No, Mayo said in his chair. Can we get a pan real quick? This is Mayo's area. Aaron, he's like, that's Mayo's area, bro. No one can touch that. That's sacred ground. So, but eventually, who knows? We'll see.
I would love to bring Forrest and Colo and Abenidal, Jay, Milton, all them here.
Yeah. Shout out to our film director for making that happen, by the way. You rock, Aaron. Thanks. But yeah, no, for Siege, most definitely. just a matter of when and availability. Forceful's from Canada, so especially with COVID restrictions in Canada, it's really hard to get him to the U.S. right now. And if we have a boot camp, like he needs, he's got to be there.
Can't forget Smith. Love Smith.
Yeah, true. Love Smith. But you know, Forceful, you know, being the head coach, like he's the glue, you know, holding the team together. We can't have a boot camp without him here. So we'll have a boot camp as soon as things die down a little bit and become a little bit more safe. And if availability permits, we'll have them anytime. So, and for any of our other games that we go into, as long as schedules line up, if it makes sense, let's do it.
All right, this is from Lewis Mix T5. Where do we keep the trophies? I don't know. Let's show them.
Right here.
So yeah, they're in our CLX facility. So
Get some. That kind of hurt a bit.
Shit is radiating, bro. God damn. All right, y'all. That's gonna be it from us. We appreciate you. As always, if this is on Twitter, like, retweet, leave a comment, quote tweet it, send it to somebody. If it's on YouTube, like,
Follow
subscribe.
me on Twitter, please.
Follow him on Twitter. What? Plug yourself. Oh! You can't even remember. Virtue will put a little bloop right here. You can follow me.
big explosion.
You don't need to follow him.
Explosion.
Follow me, Scrimsy.
Explosion.
Explosion. And there's a Pikachu right here.
My at right here.
Oh my god.
Does it move? Imagine. All right, man. We'll be seeing you in the next one. Let us know if you like this. Peace.